going by Wyatt's good girlfriend, she's gonna have to run out of gas with a flat tire in front of the house while he's home.
So you cannot set that in front of people and view. We have to have a clear view for everyone.
Can you see okay, sir? Hmm? You bet.
Okay,
Oh, you are.
and I left yours on top.
Cool, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes yet.
Yeah, I figured you'd have a turkey like that by the house.
They'll stick around. They'll travel through.
I heard him at my house though.
Did you?
Saturday. I didn't see them, but I heard them.
They travel the creek quite a bit.
Yeah. That's usually where we see them out, like close to Beaver Creek.
Sheep.
Hmm?
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Huh?
If I don't write it down, I don't remember it. I'm just checking to see if there's anything missing.
Gotcha.
Sarah, you were correct on line 98.
Thank you. I just don't wanna be making any judgments that aren't the right ones.
Yeah, lot 98 in the old Parker Center.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dave? Randy?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I'll motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Dave?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Ike?
Yes. And I'll motion to approve the bills.
Second.
Dave?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Ike?
Yes. Correspondence, I talked to Josh there at the county. He is working on the road we talked about, getting his quotes from the last meeting. He's also, looking at the grant to get it renewed, so once he gets it updated with the new costs and things, we can just, sign it like we did last time and send it in. I'm not sure if he's right on it, but he said it can't be renewed until June 1st, so. So yeah, correspond with that, and then I've sent in our recycling survey, and just putting in there for everything.
And speaking of that thing with Josh, go vote Tuesday, cause that's the only thing we're voting for is to renew that funding for that stuff. That's that issue too.
Anything, Sarah, for correspondence?
Just a couple things, I mean, routine things, Bureau of Workman's Comp, they've got MCO enrollment, open through the 23rd. SLRF, those are the COVID funds. Obviously no new spending, but we are still required to report, that's due end of April. Outside of that, I'm still waiting on scheduling, to update our UAN, that's our accounting software, to incorporate the payroll module. So that's been sitting out there with them for a while now, so they follow up, and they are still pending scheduling, and they will let us know when they're ready for us.
Gotcha.
But we do have a new requirement starting, I wanna say it was the 7th of April, early April nonetheless, in which you may have noticed on, paychecks, you'll see it itemized by the current pay period and your year to date. So hopefully when we get the payroll automated, that'll all show up naturally.
Gotcha.
So that's it for correspondence.
Alright, no fire, no zoning, so I'll jump into old business. Dave, anything for old business?
Waiting on a response, and we're gonna get Logan back out to take a look at the siren uptown here that apparently didn't go off again. If it goes off this Saturday, I'll call and cancel. Cause, I don't know, anyway, I haven't contacted Greg Johns yet about the trees. And last meeting, there was a question on the old zoning regulations, and I don't have a copy of the old regulations, so I couldn't come up with anything on that. That's all I've got.
Randy, anything for old?
No.
Alright, I don't have anything noteworthy, so new business. Anything for you, Dave?
No.
I tried to call Abe, nothing. I guess that's old business. Abe Rowe,
Oh,
so
for,
that culvert near Ray Connor's office. Tried to call him back, but we
okay, yeah. I was saying they were supposed to call after their meeting to let us know what the, maybe they're still waiting on another estimate or two to come in, I don't know.
Gotcha. So, anything for new business?
No, just Tim was out putting down the berm along the edge of the road this week, so.
Cool. If that's everything for new business, I'll go to visitors' comments.
First and foremost, how are we doing on the setback restriction? Where are we at that, with that? I
The
mean,
zoning commission's working on it, last I heard.
But you said it had stages, it had to go through here, it had to go through there, where are we? Are we
As
just,
far as I know, the zoning commission is still writing it up. So it still has to go to the planning commission and then come back to us to be approved.
any kind of timeline?
No.
I have one thing to add. George Foos was looking to, schedule next meeting, so there was quite a bit of back and forth. I'm not aware that they landed on a next date, but they were looking at May and June dates, like who's available when, so I didn't hear.
When is the next meeting?
For them?
No, for
Oh, for here, it would be the second,
May 2nd.
the second Monday.
Second Monday in May.
I believe that's the 18th, is that right?
But I don't think we'll have updates until the board meets, right? Yeah.
So who votes on that? How does that work? I mean, is everybody on board with this getting changed back to 15 feet, or I've conceded I gotta move the shed, okay?
Well-
I gotta know if I gotta cut down a half a dozen trees, I gotta cut down 2 trees, you know, I can't even put it behind my barn, which is at 15 feet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd like you guys to work with me on this and see if we can get this, you know, addressed and moved along.
Yeah.
Well, if George is working on setting up a meeting, he's gotta get he's gotta get all his people lined up so they can have their meeting.
How many is that?
It was 5.
I mean,
And Rock, I'm sorry, our next meeting is the 12th.
the 12th, thank you.
12th of May.
But we will not have any updates then either. We would have to wait for them to meet and.
So they gotta put it in the paper, what, 2 weeks before the meeting?
So generally, it's required.
I'll give George a call and see where they're at, getting a meeting set up. I mean, they'll give us a timeline of when their next meeting is, but not necessarily when the county commissioners take the time to review our updates. So, and it could be 4 or 5 months out. I mean, I don't know. But
So where am I at with knowing what's going on here. I guess, again, I came to you and asked if I could put it there. There wasn't a problem at the time. Now, I don't wanna put it in the middle of the backyard, but I gotta cut trees down,
Yeah.
and I got a level spot. So
You wanna know where?
exactly.
I'll give George a call and find out what's going on with the commission. And, try and get a timeline.
Okay,
That's about the best answer I can give you, Rod.
one other question I got, I can still park my car and truck there, right? I've been parking it there since I moved in. I mean, is that part of my driveway yet? There's no restriction on me parking a vehicle there, is there?
And I think we'll work with you, I mean, your circumstance, I think it's fair for you to wait to see what they decide and write. Cause once they write it, we'll be able to see it, so even though it's not approved through all the parties that need to approve it, you'll be able to know what it will be most likely once folks approve, so I think it's fair in your circumstance to wait. I mean, what do you guys think for this situation?
So, I mean, if you're willing to work with us, we'll work with you.
Yeah.
I conceded, this needs moved, okay? I mean, I tried to do everything up right on, I came to you but I just didn't throw it up there trying to be spiteful. I didn't do that. I just, I put it up knowing that there wasn't gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's fair if you wait to see what the new changes might be and go off that, so you're not moving things twice. I think that's fair.
Okay.
So yeah, you may have, want us to take like 3 to 4 months.
I've never dealt with the commission.
Yeah, it won't be quick, to say the least, just cause they'll have to meet, sign it, and then the approvals, they get so many days to approve and all that, so. And I don't think you should have to come to meetings every 2 weeks to try to get an update. There should
Okay,
be
would
an
you,
update for it.
somebody contact me or what?
Yeah, we can do that. I think that's fair.
Thank you, that's all I had.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments?
Public records request for the bills that were approved this evening.
What's that?
A public records request for the bills that were approved this evening.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Anything? If nothing else, motion to adjourn.
I know.
Years ago, there was a damn roost tree. Got put in the creek twice for ducks and squirrels and stuff.
I hear. Or east end.
After you take off from the bridge, you down and the creek makes a sharp right. And it was just in there. About the time we were getting down that far, there was this guy all right, those things sound like they're dying. Coming out of the tree, I mean, there was a breaking their neck, and carrying on, flying into, they don't fly all the way.
Man, you can't put your thing in this. There's a giant log jam, like you're saying, where it cuts away from.
Where we're back across the backside of Tim's.
Yeah, there is a log jam.
Yeah, no, what was bad is I come across along the Hudson Bridge the other day, the water was high, and I could see stuff piling up from along Hudson.
I always peel it up when.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rather have the log jams and have Corps of Engineers come in and channelize it. It's making it look like a 40 river.
They should just let us burn it.
Anything new in the
Just let us burn it.
Yeah. It isn't a whole problem in this one.
Well, it would be alright. Yeah, you get a water truck and some hoses on the pump.
just to get a little bit of hay.
Yeah, I mean,
These prairies,
you don't want to burn all the
bringing it in, and then it new stuff that's coming on, I want the,
I didn't realize there was none back there.
I end up buying way too many square bales, that's all stuff. Don't get some of these.
I don't, wintergreen would not be as bad. It
Like,
could flow over.
Yeah.
I
know,
last
years
time I
ago,
loaded that
We
whole
brought that
road
up
by
to the
myself,
county,
so I ain't doing
5 or
that
6
again.
years ago, and they said
So
until.
she took, I think I bought about 9 feet, she took half on.
More than removing the name, they won't do it.
Well,
Yeah, we hit the Park District.
Yeah.
they'll load their own
Big
deal.
one down there on Long Branch.
Is there a meeting
What's that?
no meeting on Memorial Day, right? It's funny you said that, I can ask the guys,
If
that
you
we
or
need to
sometimes stop in
publish
there,
it.
from where it curves, they
Did you
can
check
clean
her
that bridge now.
Done that.
Sometimes it's like, here, what? Showering in the shower.
Yeah, and years ago,
Showering in
it was maybe 30 minutes
so
long.
wet when I wake up.
Oh dear.
Like I said, I can see it,
I think it looks good.
you know, stuff getting all back from the bridge.
I'm not much.
And even years ago, the water level changed from one side of the log jam to the other.
How did that get coffee? That was so weird.
Straight.
You can-
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter, though, my head short, like,
So my mom and I
I'm
went
like,
down there,
she, I know, I'm like, I didn't have it. I know, they had a pool bed, but I know.
I think they
I
had
started
one
doing
building,
safety showering
the
and
pond
then
was
just
there,
in the morning,
they
and
had
then I'm
to
like,
dig
you better not let that
Okay.
down, you know.
Yeah.
I usually, you know, kind of get
And
into.
Mom, I think Mom was looking for a place for me.
I'm in a pile, it doesn't matter, cause I'm just, it's
But
what
when
it
you
is.
got the conduit running down the outside of the wall.
But it doesn't-
Yeah.